Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Friday afternoon at 20 Zulu here in the Eastern time zone of the USA on September 17th, 2021. It's time for the weekend special. And this is a show that there can be guests, there's varied subjects. A lot of times I'll show you construction things that we're doing here at K3LR. We got a big week coming up next week, so we will have a lot of material from that. But I wanted today, we get asked all the time, what's new? What have you guys been working on at DX Engineering? Because at DX Engineering, not only do we sell radio equipment, we manufacture equipment under our Comtech Cycle 25, Cycle 24 under DX Engineering. So we have a lot of brands that we manufacture very unique equipment in some cases, like the noise canceling controller and things like that. And I thought I'd show you today just a couple of the things that we recently have come out with. And so we'll do a screen share here. And we'll go into slides. Here we go. All right. So here is a very interesting device. This is the WD8 DSB noise loop that was published in QST a few months back. And what it does is it allows you to have a handheld directional antenna, and you can actually null the noise with this in that direction. It's very directive. It's got a very tight pattern off the back. And so it has a deep null up to 30 dB. And it is very, very helpful when you're trying to track down noise, maybe from a power line, maybe even from a wall wart or a charger of some sort. So this is a low-cost kit. All the parts are there. There's a termination resistor that is over here. And then this is a 450 ohm to 50 ohm transformer so that it matches it to a 50 ohm cable. And that noise loop does not have enough gain. And so what we have developed is a preamplifier that is handheld. It runs on a 9-volt battery, and it can provide up to 30 dB of gain, up to 10 meters. It also has attenuators. Once you get close to the noise, you can put in attenuation. There's a 10 dB attenuator and a 20 dB attenuator. And then there is also an AM broadcast filter. If you're too close to an AM broadcast station and you don't want that to be a part of, finding noise, you can put in the AM filter. So this is a very, very nice handheld preamp meant to go with the noise loop. We recently started manufacturing RG214, known as DXE214 cable assemblies. And these have, this is double shielded coax, and it's silver plated copper shields. So they're very high quality shields. And then it's a solid dielectric, and it has very good RF isolation because of the two shields. And here you see with N male connectors on it. And we stock them in popular lengths. You'll see these a lot of times for repeaters. They use them between the duplexers and the receiver transmitters. Also, in the high quality shielding area, this has two shields in it, and this is the RG400, DXE400, and it has exceptional RF isolation. I use these jumpers all over my shack, and they are stocked in popular 3, 6, and 10-foot lengths. And so do one more here, and then we'll see who is on today. The ISO Plus, the DXE ISO Plus, is it takes care of the birdies that are present on your Cat 5 and Cat 6 cables. And so if you've noticed that there are birdies up and down your spectrum, there's this will take care of that. Again, I use these here at K3LR. And there are some really good reviews on the DX Engineering website. Just put in ISO Plus, and you'll see some of the reviews. There's some spectrum analyzer shots that some of the customers have done, and it eliminates all of the birdies and all of the trash. And it also helps with RF going in. So to your Cat 5 or Cat 6 network. So this can be very, very helpful in the shack. All right, and let's go back here. Okay, who do we have on today? Let's see. Well, yeah, we thought that we'd have Joe on here today, but evidently he's having some technical difficulty. So if he comes along, we'll have him in the show. If not, we'll get him another time. But he was just getting set up in his RV, and he may have had some technical difficulty. But I'm sure at some point he'll be along. And we've got Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Oscar X-Ray here. Also, Oscar Zulu 1 Delta Whiskey X-Ray, Kilo 4 Victor Alpha Oscar. And Dawn is on WJ3U, and also Kilo Delta 9 Sierra Hotel Alpha. And let's see, good evening from England, Germany 2, Norway Victor. And Steve says, Victor Echo 2, Charlie Yankee Victor. I really enjoy this knowledge sharing, always learning something new. And Dino says, are the ISO Pluses standalone, or do they need a ground connection? My router filter goes to the AC ground. These do not require any connection to ground. So the filter, it's sort of, it's like a bandpass filter. It just attenuates in the amateur bands, so that it does not require any ground. And you do need them on both ends of the Ethernet cable. So that's why we sell them in packs of 2 or a 10-pack. And greetings to Oscar, Yankee November 1, Zulu Oscar Juliet. And Kevin, Kilo 9, Kilo Radio Alpha. And Don says, have changed to using RG400 for patch cables in shack, WJ3U. And I'm sure you like them, Donna. They really work very well. Kilo Papa 4 Lima Radio. And in Warren, Ohio, it's Whiskey 8 Tango Whiskey Oscar. And Whiskey Alpha 4 Mike Oscar Mike is on from Kentucky. And Kilo Echo 0 India Alpha Victor, Jason is on. And hello from Mark, Kilo 2 Charlie Sierra X-Ray. And also from North Texas, it's Kilo Fox 5 Oscar Mike Hotel. So I think we could probably go back and do a little bit more with the some of the new products here. And so we'll do that again. Do the share and grab the slides and from current slide. Okay. So also for using in the shack underneath your radio or your amplifier, this is these are RF ground planes, and we supply all the hardware with the RF ground plane. This was made popular. Many people have done this, but Ward Silver had it in his grounding and bonding book. And the first time I saw this being done was in 2006 when I was operating in Brazil. And we actually used aluminum foil, but this is more substantial. And this does improve when you're bonding all of your equipment together. This acts as a ground plane underneath your radio. And many stations have used these, and it quite successfully helps keep some of the RF down if you're up on the second floor especially. I have them here in the shack. They work great. Also for open wire, this is our ladder line surge protector, which bleeds off static from snow and rain and sand. And it does require a ground connection. It is in a weatherproof enclosure, so it's meant to be outside, and this works very well. Also, we've improved our rotor control line protector, and again, in a outside type box. and it takes anything more than 82 volts and shunts it to ground. The noise canceling controller 2, we introduced this a few years ago, and it is very, very popular. You can use the NCC-2 in 2 ways. You can use it with channel A and channel B to have 2 different antennas on a band and actually put them together. So you can create a better directive pattern with them. You also can put your main antenna on channel A and a noise antenna on channel B. So the noise antenna would be directed at the noise source, and then you can actually null the noise out. And there are some great YouTube videos that customers have made and put on the DX Engineering website that show just how effective the NCC-2 is. And it has very high dynamic range and a low noise floor. And there are accessories for the NCC-2. This is an AM broadcast filter, AM broadcast band filter, attenuates by nearly 70 dB. And this can go into a variety of our products. And it can also, we have a standalone housing, the DMC-2, that you can put this in. And this is based on the Clifton Labs design. Also, here's our very popular receiver guard. It protects the front end of your receiver. Again, it can go in various DX Engineering devices. And, you know, during field days is a time when a lot of guys would have trouble burning out front ends because of nearby transmitters. This can take up to 10 watts of power down the receive antenna line and guard the receiver front end. If you need a preamplifier, here's 16 dB of gain, the RPA2, and has high dynamic range, high third order intercept, low noise figure, and again can plug into our various devices. And if you need to match a 75 ohm receive antenna system to 50 ohms for your receiver, here's the matching transformer that can do that. And if you need to have your PTT line have up to 3 outputs instead of just 1, this is the Keyline 3, manufactured by DX Engineering. And then for 4 squares, we have the TFS4. It's similar to the Comtech Systems 4-square box. However, this allows you to run Omni as well, and is in a very heavy-duty box, and these systems work very, very well. If you want to put 2 verticals together to get directive patterns, we have this available in all the way from 160 to 10 meters, and allows 3 different patterns. We have 2 end fires and 1 broadside. We are the exclusive distributor for High-Z antenna products, and High-Z is what I use here for my receiving antennas. And they've recently redesigned the controllers, and they're much better and available in 2, 3, 4, or 8 element arrays. So I just wanted to give you a little highlight of some of the new stuff that has been going on at DX Engineering, because there's lots going on, and we have a whole bunch of new products that we will have out very soon, and that's what we do. Let's see, what else do we have over here in the chat? Okay. WJ3U says, never have to worry about melting the dielectric when soldering the connectors with RG400. That is a great point, because that's got Teflon in the center. And from Missouri, it's Whiskey 0 Delta Tango Mike. And from Iceland, Tango Fox 3 Oscar Mike. Thank you for the very informative discussions. And here's Angel, Whiskey Papa 3 on from Arecibo. And Ray, so Ray says, it's Ray Higgins, W2 Radio Echo. Hope Joe gets the difficulties worked out. Well, he will, and we'll have him on another time. Let's see here. We also have Grace on, Kilo Echo 8, Radio Juliet United. And Al, November 8 Golf Uniform Yankee. It was good to see you last night on Zoom, Al. And Whiskey 1 Quebec Papa. And Mike 0 Tango Delta Sierra. And also Kilo Delta 2 Sierra X-Ray Delta. And Joe Rudy is actually living in the Villages in Florida now. And I actually talked to that ham club last night via Zoom. And boy, they have a great club. There are over 500 hams in the Villages now. I think there's 16,000 people in there. And so 500 hams there. So that's pretty cool. If you would like me to give a presentation, I've got, I think, 7 or 8 different presentations that I can give. Just send an email to Terry, K8 Mike November Juliet, K8 MNJ at dxengineering.com, and she will get you scheduled in. And let's see, Arnie Whiskey 8 Delta United says, what do you think of the Sierra Mazzoni baby loop? I can tell you, Arnie, I've never used one myself, but our customers really like it. You know, for a very small antenna, it does very, very well. So it's very heavy duty. The attention to detail is very nice, and there's been some great reviews. So take a look at the reviews. And Bob the Traveler says, will I be at the Cleveland Ham Fest? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see, Bobby from Oklahoma City, Kilo Fox 5 Golf Tango X-Ray. Good to see you, Bobby. And then Papa Yankee 4 Alpha Zulu from Brazil is on as well. Well, I want to thank all of you for watching. There's a ton of QSO parties on this weekend. I think New Jersey and Texas, and there's a whole bunch of them on. And there's also some other operating events. Just go to the WA7 Bravo Norway Mike website, and that's where you'll find the contest calendar. Until next Tuesday, that'll be Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff, 73 from DX Engineering.